Hello everyone, welcome to a new video. In this video I'm just going to tell you about a product I've got here that is for koi ponds. But if you're doing blocked work koi ponds, this is a product you may want to consider. So it's an Oase ProfiSkim 100 gravity 4-inch pond skimmer with extension. Now it's a two-part product, so you know you can buy them together or you can buy them separately. So the extension is about £80 and the skimmer itself is about £200. And basically how it works is it brings in debris, leaves and what have you from the surface of your pond into a basket. I'm just going to show you the product. It's not perfect for everyone, this sort of thing, but hopefully you'll find this informative. If you are looking at some way of keeping your koi pond clean, especially the surface, because obviously the thing with koi fish is you need to have good water quality, and decomposing leaves and other stuff can impact on your water quality. So I wanted to do a video here and talk you through a product I've got here. Once you've fully assembled, this is what it'll look like. But I'll just show you the box. As you can see, hopefully you can see that in the video. There's two boxes here obviously. So ultimately, if you were to buy them together, it would probably set you back approximately £275. So it's not a cheap product. Now there are cheaper alternatives to this, but what you'll find is they'll be inferior quality, because Oase are well known in the industry for doing pumps and other water equipment for your ponds. But I just wanted to show you this because I don't think anyone's done a video on YouTube about the product itself, what you get, what it looks like, that sort of thing. So without further ado, let's have a look at it. So let's first of all show you what it looks like. That's the front of it. Hopefully you can see that in the video. I'll turn it sideways. Obviously you've got the extension, which is about 7 inch in total. So if you've laid your blocks flat, it still will go the full length of the thickness of your walls. However, if you've used 4 inch, this may be a bit of overkill for you. So obviously there is a front cover there. Take the front cover off, and that will reveal a plastic cover that you would put your liner. You take this off, put that on top of your liner, and there is a rubber gasket that goes all the way around. There is another gasket as well. Hopefully you can see that in the video. Hopefully I can show you that. In between the extension as well. So I'll just show you the inside. Hopefully you can see that there. Now that's your weir door there. Now what it is there's I don't know if you can see that in the video, but there is a bit of a foam there on the weir door. And what happens is when you've got water flowing, it basically does that, and that allows any sort of debris to come through. And then here, as you can see there, hopefully you can see there, but there's a net. You just pull it out. You have your net. And what's unique about this one versus the cheaper ones you can buy is, if you see that in the video, hopefully you can. But there is like a metal insert there where wildlife can actually grip onto that, and you can take this cover off here. I don't know if I can take it off, but I'm having a bit of trouble taking that off, but that will come off. But in theory, the idea with this is wildlife can climb up here and get out and obviously like toads and that sort of thing, and not get sucked in. So how would you connect this up, you might be asking? Well, you can connect this to a pump or a large pumping system. Now, what you can see here is there's a 110mm obviously pipe connection there. So you need a really large pipe. I think it translates to about a 4-inch pipe, which is quite large. But you can get an adapter to fit on there, like a rubber gasket that goes on, and it can go to a smaller fitting, and you can connect pumps to it. And you could have them sit in the pond, but obviously you'd have to put piping through your walls for that. But I just wanted to show you this because obviously it's a very expensive product. There are other alternatives to this, such as full-blown skimmers, but it all just depends on the design of your pond. Do I think it's worth the money? Well, I don't know, to be honest with you. £200 is a lot of money for a piece of plastic, really. And then the extension here is like £80. It's a lot of money. So I just wanted to show you this product in close-up detail. And you know, if you do have a pond and you want a skimmer that goes through your blocks, how would you actually mortar this into your walls? Well, I'll tell you how to do that. So basically what you need to do is cut some sort of rectangle square, right, in your wall, and then you would put it in that gap you've cut, and then you would mortar it in. There's two ways of doing the tops, actually. Some people who have installed these will just have this sticking up and nothing on top, no mortar on top, and that's fine with them if they want to do that, obviously. But if you want to have a unified look on your koi pond, a way around of doing this obviously depends on your water level in your pond, but what you can get is you can get some rebar, lay it across, and then cement on top, and the rebar will give it some strength. So if by any chance for some reason you were standing on the top of your walls and you stepped on it by accident, hopefully the rebar would protect everything and it won't damage, or the concrete won't break, this won't break. But I just wanted to show you this because there are cheaper versions on the internet which are very similar to this, which are clearly inferior quality when you feel them and touch them and look at them, and they don't have this little exit for wildlife as well. You see, this is designed to try and prevent fish from you know, going to their deaths, basically, because in the other type of construction of the inferior quality ones, it's very possible to lose your fish because they can't swim in. Now you can get like a fish guard that goes on there. So obviously Oase have supplied an Oase cover there that you just put on the top, and it's quite a nice face plate, to be honest with you, and it has two levels. That's the upper level and that's the lower level. So there is a good like 7-inch there in terms of your water level. So as long as your water level doesn't get like that low, your skimmer should still function quite very well. So I just wanted to talk you through it. Obviously it comes with a nice lid, and if I'm honest, the lid feels like a good quality one. The reason I'm showing you this is because I've decided to send it back because I'm redesigning my pond a little bit, and I've decided this is, while it's very good, it's not quite what I'm looking for in terms of a look on my pond. Many people, when they build ponds, especially naturally looking ones, and I prefer naturally looking ponds rather than ugly blocks. That's why I'm doing a bit of creative disguising and design and I'll show you that in another video, more or less how I've built my pond, how I've developed it, how I've changed it, and how I've rocked it in and made it look very natural. And I will be putting in a very nice waterfall that we'll be using. The key to doing a good pond, you see, is to use large boulders and stone, make it look natural, make it look like it belongs there. Try not to build something that is like a, you know, we all want to have big fish in our ponds, and I believe fish prefer a wildlife type of pond rather than a breeze blocked rectangle, ugly looking square. It's quite interesting to me even when people do have purpose built koi ponds and they've used liner, why they don't put large stones in there. You see, koi fish like to eat all the time, and they love eating algae as well. No, it's not their main part of their diet, but they do like to nibble on algae, on stones, and obviously that promotes beneficial bacteria, and that's something you need to think about. You see, the more granite, pebbles, stones you have in your pond, that's where beneficial bacteria can live off, and it helps obviously get rid of all the ammonia and nitrates out of your pond, and that's what you want. Beneficial bacteria helps filter your pond of the nasty stuff that your fish don't like. So that's the helpful tip of the day, is if you do have a breeze block pond and you don't have a naturally looking one, put as much stone, gravel as you can, because that will be beneficial for you, certainly for helping filter, give you beneficial filtration in your pond. So I hope this video was a little bit helpful. I just wanted to show you this Oase skimmer. It's very expensive for what it is, but it's well made. It's a nice product, don't get me wrong, but it all depends. If you want something that's natural looking, you might want a different type of skimmer. There are others like that out there, such as Oase do one as well as Aquascape, who are very well known in the industry. You see, for me, the Aquascape products are like the Ferraris. Oase is like the Ford, and the other nondescript brands that you may come across might be, you know, an old banger basically. That's the best comparison I can give you in terms of you know, where you want to be if you want to get, you know, key quality products for your pond. Anyway, I hope this video was a little bit insightful on what this is, what it looks like, how you would operate it. Essentially, if you were to connect this up to a large filtration unit that had something like 110mm, you know, pipes, 4-inch pipes, you know, big pipes. You know, obviously, you can connect this up quite easily. You can adapt it slightly for smaller pond pumps, you know, ranging from say up to 5,000 gallons per hour, that sort of thing. Just by getting like a rubber gasket that fits on this, and it basically is a reduces to a smaller pipe that you can connect your pump to. So you can always get those on eBay and Amazon, no problem. But if you want to connect this up to something more powerful, bigger, this is why this is better than the nondescript ones, because you've got that possibility of upgrading your system down the road if you wish to. But something I want to say in this video about filtration, about your pond. Many people use biological, you know, filtration systems, and they're quite ugly. Now you can go through the natural pursuit, do it the natural way, and the natural way is quite simply use plants, use nature. You know, in natural ponds, right, what keeps the water clean and clear is beneficial bacteria that's living on the rocks, living on the stones, the pebbles, and then you've obviously got your plants like your iris that take the ammonia, the nasties out of the water. And that's how natural ponds survive without any filtration at all. Obviously a waterfall definitely helps putting oxygen into your pond. I think it's definitely a necessity in any pond to have moving water moving into a pond, and that's why waterfalls, you know, is key to doing that. And you can do other things such as you know, bubble stones, that sort of thing. But generally waterfalls is the best way of getting oxygen into your water. But yeah, you know, I just hope this video was a bit insightful on what this is, what it looks like. I just wanted to do a bit of a show and tell before I send it back. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just I want to go a different route, try and make my pond look a bit more natural. And this, you know, if you were to use breeze blocks, would be quite obvious. So there you go. Okay, I have rambled on long enough. I just wanted to show you what it looks like. Like I said, this combination would set you back a cool £275. Don't get me wrong, other types of skimmers that you can get that for natural ponds will probably cost just as much, if not more. The aquascape products are very expensive. If you're interested, they can range anything between $300 for a skimmer, that is, up to maybe $600. If you want to equate that into pounds, approximately £300 to maybe £450, £550, something like that. But that's aquascape products. They're quite pricey, but obviously they're considered the best in the industry. Like I said, they're classed as a Ferrari. Oase, probably what you should call maybe a Ford, some sort of in between, and then the non-district ones that you can find on eBay and Amazon that look like this but may not be quite as well made. You know, obviously they will be inferior quality, but there's basically, ultimately, I just want to say there's two types of skimmers out there. You've got your breeze block skimmers that look like this, right? And then I'll just show you a picture here of what a normal skimmer looks like that you connect to a pond, and I just wanted to show you the differences. Hopefully this video was informative. How would you put this together? I think I'll just briefly go through that. Quite simply put, you put your weir door in, as I showed you earlier. You get your basket, put your basket in, there. Obviously you put your gaskets on that are on here, on the in between the extension. Another gasket goes on the end. Then you got your face plate, plastic white bit there, as you can see it. You put your you take that off and you put your liner on, and then you put that on top of your liner. And then on this particular one, there's a front cover. On other ones that you may find on eBay, you may find that you can get like a fish guard that goes across, that will stop fish physically flying, you know, swimming through there. But ultimately I just wanted to show you this. You know, it's up to you which method you want to go for, because you can connect other different types of skimmers to any pond really. It takes a bit of creativity, a bit of skill, a bit of imagination to work out how to connect these things. But there's always, where there's a will, there's a way. So I hope this was a little bit helpful to you guys in the fish world out there. It's a bit different to what I normally do, because I do a lot of technology videos. If you're interested in anything regarding technology, you know, just check out my other videos regarding cameras and lenses and that sort of thing. But yeah, just wanted to say thank you for watching. Hope this video didn't bore you too much. I just wanted to show you this product before I send it back, because it's a nice product. And if you do have a breeze block pond and you're looking for a skimmer, because there's not a lot of information out there, I would recommend this as an option. All you need to do once you've bought this, say you've got breeze blocks that are laid flat and it's a thick wall, you know, cut a hole, put this in, and buy yourself a reducer, which is made out of rubber. Just put it on and connect your pump up to it. You might obviously want to put some PVC pipe in so your cable fits through the walls. But there you go, it's quite simple really, connect. But I just wanted to show you guys, because I was looking into this, getting something like this at one point, and there was very little information on YouTube, on the internet, on forums. So I just wanted to show you this product, and thank you for watching, and have a nice day. And subscribe to the channel if you do enjoy my videos. I'll see you later in the next video. Bye bye.